Let's get something straight. You don't have to chase love. You don't have to audition for it. You don't have to decode it, beg for it, or prove you're enough to receive it.
This is Heart Detox.
Hello everyone. This is your brutally honest best friend. I am Jemz, and this is Heart Detox. This is our first episode, the first of the many, so let's get this rolling, shall we? Let me start with this. If you're here right now, it's probably because your heart's been carrying something it doesn't know how to name. A weight, a confusion, a sadness. A sadness that doesn't make sense because technically you weren't even together. But your heart doesn't care about labels. It cares about how deeply it felt. And today, we're talking about that. Situationships. Or as I call them, situationship. You know, I remember a time when I was deep in one myself. We talked every day, shared memes, laughed at stupid things. I would flirt a little, she would flirt back, drop hints, slide into my messages before I sleep. But when I asked what we were, it's silence. Or worse, let's just see where this goes. Sounds familiar? Let me ask you, how many times did you lower your standards just to keep someone around? How many times did you laugh off your own pain because you didn't want to look too much? And how many times did you pretend that crumbs were a full course meal just so you wouldn't lose them? Well, almost love hurts in a very specific way. It doesn't come with closure. It doesn't give you answers. It just lingers like a ghost. In chapter 1 of my book, Situationship is Situation Shit, I wrote, I got tired of pretending confusion was love. Because, let's be real, some of us didn't fall for a person. We fell for the potential. The version of them we hoped they would become. The version of the story we kept writing in our heads. But hey, that's not love. That's a fantasy. And your heart deserves reality. Here's the reality that hurts, but would free you. They knew how you felt. They knew. They knew you were hoping for more. And they still kept you on the hook. Why? Because you were convenient. Because you were available. Because you were giving the energy of a partner without requiring them to show up like one. And that's not your fault. But it is your responsibility now to step out of that pattern. Almost love is still a form of emotional manipulation. It keeps you second guessing yourself. It teaches you to settle for silence when what you truly want is presence. And I know, letting go of something that never fully began feels confusing. You wonder if you're overreacting. You wonder if you're being dramatic. But hey, Crying over confusion is still crying. Overthinking is still emotional labor. And if it kept you at night, it was real enough. So here's a question only you can answer. What version of you is keeping this almost alive? Is it a version of you that still thinks love has to be earned by shrinking? Is it a part of you that fears starting over? Or is it the belief that you don't deserve more than this? I want you to sit with that, because healing doesn't begin when they finally explain themselves. Healing begins the moment you choose clarity over chaos. You are allowed to grieve what never turned into more. You are allowed to be angry at yourself for staying too long. And you are allowed to walk away without their permission. From now on, you're done. You're done accepting almost. You're done playing cool when your heart is crumbling. You're done calling confusion a connection. Why? Because you deserve to be chosen, fully, loudly, and without delay. You deserve love that brings peace, not panic. You deserve someone who doesn't just show up at midnight, but shows up every fucking single day. So say this with me quietly, or out loud if you can. Are you ready? Let's go. I am not hard to love. I am not here to settle. I will no longer audition for love that should be given freely. I choose clarity. I choose peace. And I choose me. If this hits something inside you, well, you're not alone. This is just the first chapter of your Heart Detox. You may grab my ebook, Situationship is Situation Shit. It's out now on Amazon Kindle. And of course, you can subscribe so you won't miss the next episode. Until then, keep choosing yourself. One truth at a time. This is Jemz, and you've been listening to Heart Detox. Talk to you soon.
This is Heart Detox.